So it's 2022, and this is the year when we've seen the fastest increase in real estate market home prices, and we've also experienced the fastest decline in this market. Of course, there are many different factors: inflation, rate increase, and a lot of other factors that are playing a role here. But definitely, one of the big questions that everyone is asking us today is this a good time to buy? Has the market bottomed out? What do you think should be our strategy? And I'll talk about that in next 2 minutes. Hello everyone, this is Dan Bacheer from Right at Home Realty, and I'm your one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. So we're almost at end of September 2022, and as we've seen so much volatility in the market with the interest rates rising, a lot of clients are calling in and asking me the same question, the same three questions. First, is this the right time to buy? Second, has the market bottomed or is going to go further down? And third, what is the risk? Because if you enter the market, you want to know what the risk is. So let me help you with answering these three questions. You know what? Nobody can predict the future, and we all know that. But what we can do is we can make informed decisions, which is based on data, which is based on information. And we specialize in trying to kind of capture this information, bring this data together, and try to make sense of it. And that's what I will try and share with you guys. So we're trying to make informed decision, knowing the facts around us, knowing the data and numbers, where the market's going, why, and why do you think whether it will go up or down, and then get into the market knowing the facts, right? So which means you've done your homework and you're making a very informed decision. So now to address our first question, is this the right time to buy? Honestly, we've seen 20 to 30% decline in prices since the beginning of this year, right? Which is a significant drop. Of course, the prices went up really rapidly, and we've seen the decline the same fashion. So right now, the prices are where they were, I would say mid last year, somewhere around mid last year. And some of the properties are really selling at discount. So the advantages that you have is you've already kind of rolled back time a year in 2021, and you have much more choices in market than you would have expected back then. So you've got more choices, even newer properties, very well renovated properties available out there and selling at a discount. The other thing to remember is you have many more listings to view, so you have many more choices, which you might not have an opportunity back in 2021. And there's no more bidding. Properties are out there in market for at least around 25 to 35 days, which helps the buyers. They don't put you on rush. You can take your time, go through it once, twice, thrice, until you're happy with it, and then make the call. So the second question is kind of related, where has the market bottomed? Now, nobody can really tell you, because you will always see that volatility, the drops and spikes in the market, as you see in the stock market, right? And we know how stock market has been behaving lately. So what we need to do is to understand where the stats stand. Since March, that the property number of listings started increasing and the prices started dropping. When we got into July-August timeframe, we've seen that the price stabilized a bit. And in fact, in August, the number of sales that's the first month when we saw the number of sales increased than the previous month, which is a good sign. The price went up slightly, very marginally, but it did go up. And we're kind of anticipating same thing to happen when we get our September data. And if we see that sign, it does make you feel like the market's stabilizing. A lot of properties that were actually for sale have been moved to rental now because rents are really high. Investors have decided to rent these properties. So the number of listings on market has been dropping for last 3 months. That's another sign. So when we look at this data and information, we can kind of try to gauge the market and see if it has kind of stabilized at this point. Maybe this is not really the bottom, but it's somewhere close to it. So now let's address our third question. What is the risk if I buy in this market? You know what? There's always a risk. and we shouldn't deny that. So we kind of walk into it knowing the fact that there's a risk. But this is real estate. This is not stock market, right? This is not one company that's going to fall and you will lose all your money, right? It's not like Shopify, where at one point it was close to $900 and now it's, where it is today. So let's try to kind of look at real estate market and look at the historical data. When you get into real estate, you're looking at least 3 to 5 years investment, especially when you're a first-time home buyer, right? If you're buying something to live yourself, you're going to live there for at least 3 to 5 years. So any recession is not going to surpass that kind of timeline, right? So definitely we expect the market, even if we hit recession, we expect it to bounce back within a year and a half or 2 years. And prices might come back to where they were within 2 to 3 years. And if you're in market for longer than that, definitely you are at a lower risk. But if you are a flipper who's trying to get into this market, take advantage of low price and expecting the prices to go up right away, that's not happening. The market will take its time. And as we know, real estate market is always lagging. We'll have to see once the stock market starts adjusting, businesses start growing, showing the growth pattern again, real estate will start following the suit. So as a conclusion, what I can say is, we have all the data that kind of supports the fact that we might be somewhere close to bottom. We don't know, nobody can predict the future, but what we can do is make the decision based on our risk absorbing capacity, which means if I'm going to be in market for longer term, 3 to 5 years, the risk is really low. And given the fact I've got much more choices now than I would have had if I was buying the home last year, it gives me the ability to pick the right property for myself. And that is an important fact as well. So you're looking for the right location, right house that you want to live in. And this market gives you ability to do that. And if you have the affordability, I think you should start looking and make a decision when you find the right property for yourself. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching.